May 11th, 2015 gives birth to one of the most famous gaming memes of all time, that being Leeroy Jenkins. Hi, I'm Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point News. Can you believe it? It's 15 years ago today before we got Leeroy Jenkins, and I'm really excited to bring this, being a big gamer, where gamers rise up, being a big gamer myself, and it's really just, it's kind of, it blows my mind. It blows my mind that this meme is 15 years old. All the guys that participated in this are now in their mid to late 30s. World of Warcraft is still a relevant game on Twitch today. It's still a very popular game. Pushing it. World of Warcraft is just a little over 15 years old, and it still has an impact today. And the fact that I gave you some sad meme news in the last story on this channel, I thought it'd be nice to maybe bring you some nice, happy meme news. This meme was used on late night shows, was used on Jeopardy. I mean, this is as big as it got, and I think the reason for it is it kind of gave normies a window into this internet meme culture world. And this is definitely a mainstream one, but it certainly didn't devalue it, in my opinion. Today is, of course, the 15th anniversary. And I say, let's enjoy it together, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Here it is, the Leeroy Jenkins meme.
Okay, guys, these eggs have given us a lot of trouble in the past. Does anybody need anything off this guy, or can we bypass him?
I think Leeroy needs something from this guy.
Oh, he needs those devout shoulders? Isn't he a paladin?
Yeah, but that'll help him heal better. He'll have more mana.
Christ. Okay, well, what we'll do, I'll run in first, gather up all the eggs so we can kind of just, blast them all down with AoE. I will use Intimidating Shout to kind of scatter them so we don't have to fight a whole bunch of them at once. When my shout's done, I'll need Anthony to come in and drop his shout too, so we can keep them scattered and not have to fight too many. When his is done, Bass, of course, will need to run in and do the same thing. We're going to need Divine Intervention on our mages, so they can AE, so we can, of course, get them down fast, because we're bringing all these guys. I mean, we'll be in trouble if we don't take them down quick. I think it's a pretty good plan. We should be able to pull it off this time. What do you think, Abdul? Can you give me a number crunch real quick?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm coming up with 32.33, repeating, of course, percentage of survival.
Oh, that's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright, chums up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leeroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in. Save him!
Oh, geez, stick to the plan.
Oh, Jesus. Let's go.
Stick to the plan, chums.
Stick to the plan.
Oh, gee. Oh, fuck.
Give me Divine Intervention.
Hurry up.
Shout.
He's saying I can't cast. I can't move. Am I lagging, guys?
I can't move. What the hell? I can't AE. Oh my god.
The eggs keep spawning. More spawning.
I don't think you can cast with that shit. Oh my god.
We
Shout.
got him.
Get off. I got it. Pick it off.
Come on, stay down.
Oh my god.
God damn it, Leeroy.
God damn it.
Leeroy, you moron. Leeroy.
Jimmy.
This is ridiculous.
I'm on it. So mass. I'm down. Forking down. God damn it.
This is the millionth time we've died on this. God. Oh, Spiffy res us.
Why do you do this shit, Leeroy?
I'm trying.
It's not my fault.
Who's soul stoned?
We do have a soul stone up, don't we?
Anthony, do you got soul stones?
Warlock.
Oh god.
Oh, for...
Great job,
What's
For
up?
Christ's sake. Leeroy, you were just stupid as hell.
Over
At least I have chicken.
Can't remember how many times we said that. I was in the Army when this happened. At least I have chicken. I remember that was the first time I was introduced to the term mana, being the amount of supply you have to cast magic spells. And being in the Army, a lot of us thought that was kind of geeky, but I was in a communications company, so there was a handful of World of Warcraft players and geeky folks around, but I seem to remember, some of our sergeants had come from infantry groups or infantry battalions, and had maybe switched MOSs to Camo, and I seem to remember a specialist or a private kind of spouting off, and one of our sergeants that had like a Bronze Star and a Valor attachment looked at the guy and said, "Hey, you ain't got enough mana." that's what this meme. I mean, this meme just encompassed absolutely everything. It was fantastic. It brings nothing but great memories to me. And again, 15 years old. Okay, normies, let's chat. I'm not anti-normie. I want to bring you in. I want to get you away from your late night talk shows. I'm going to tell you what's going on here. Let me start easy. This is a video game. No, I'm just kidding. Hang around. Okay, what you're seeing here is, of course, the game World of Warcraft. And what you're seeing is a raid, PvE, player versus environment. And these dungeon raids are extremely difficult. They're mathematically impossible to do with a single player. Of course, World of Warcraft can be a single player game. But if I put it in sports sense, my favorite sport, hockey, you have your forwards, your defensemen, and your goalie. And each player needs to play their role. Here you have tanks, damage, and healers, and it makes up a team. And everybody's got to be kind of on the same page and where they go about things. The spells have to be cast in the right order. Everybody has to know their rotations, know exactly what they have to do, because if even one player falls, in most cases, the dominoes collapse with them. So if one guy goes down, even a damaged guy goes down, it basically, there are cases when you can survive the encounter when a player goes down, but normally the dominoes fall. So to be clear, this is very, very, very difficult stuff. So for a guy to, when people are nerding out, and this is what I mean by like a window into nerddom. Everybody's talking about this like really super geeky stuff in some sense, although it was exaggerated for this particular a skit. You kind of have to know what that guy's talking about. You have to know what the team captain's talking about in order to survive this PvE encounter. See, I'm bringing you in. I'm helping you out. Unfortunately, as funny as this was, when somebody just sort of runs in and doesn't stick to the plan, so to speak, it was satirical. The whole thing was a big work. You could actually, some tape came out in 2017. I'm still saying tape, and it's 2020, showing that there was a dry run, and you can hear there's the idea was to go in there and get clobbered to make I can't imagine they thought it would be a cultural phenomenon, but probably to impress people on the World of Warcraft boards, if I had to guess.
Finishing it though, not so good.
Okay, well, it's better than we usually do.
I'm back, chums. Let's do this. Leeroy Jenkins!
Roger. Stick to the plan.
So you can see Leeroy doesn't actually go into the dungeon at that point, activating the mob of dragons and other types of enemies. And this was a dry run to sort of probably just impress friends and do something funny for World of Warcraft boards, or I think there was a World of Warcraft video posting site back then. But again, this meme went on. Leeroy Jenkins has almost become synonymous with somebody who charges in to battle unprepared. I mean, I don't know how many times I played. I'm trying to think. Even a battle royal game where somebody goes, "Hey, you just Leeroy Jenkins your way in there." So this is really great stuff. It brings back a lot of memories, and it makes me feel hella old that it's 15. But it's a good thing. I hear a lot of young people that were literally born when this happened. World of Warcraft still being a relevant game on Twitch today. Talking about Leeroy Jenkins, or just Leeroy Jenkins your way into that. So that's it. 15th anniversary today, if you can believe that. 15 years, and it just shows you how rich gaming culture has become. It just shows you that how much it's really become the world's pastime. You know, baseball and football. Well, football might be Europe's pastime. Baseball might be American pastime, but the true world pastime is gaming. And I thought you guys might be interested in that. Thanks very much. If you want more stories like this, make sure you come right here. It's a Shot from the Point News. Hit the bell, get your updates, and I'd love to see your comments below. Take care.